will. How to lay down this battle. Anchor your identity in Christ. If you know you're already loved, chosen, and accepted by God, Ephesians 1 verses 4-6, you won't crave constant human approval. Seek God's approval first. Each decision should be filtered through one question: does this honor God? Colossians 3 verse 23 reminds us to work for the Lord, not men. Accept that not everyone will approve. Jesus himself said in John 15 verse 18, "If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first." If Christ wasn't universally liked, neither will his followers be. Practice saying no. People-pleasing often comes from overcommitting. Learn to say no when necessary, so you can say yes to God's priorities. Reflection questions. Whose approval do you often seek the most, and why? Have you ever compromised obedience to God because of fear of rejection? How would your life change if God's opinion became the only one that mattered? Practical steps this week. When faced with a decision, ask, am I doing this for God or for people? Write Galatians 1 verse 10 on a card and carry it with you. Set one healthy boundary this week where you've been overextending yourself to please others. Closing thought for Battle 6. People's opinions are like shifting sand, unstable and temporary. God's approval is like solid rock, unchanging and eternal. The battle of people-pleasing is exhausting because it's unwinnable, but when you choose to live for God's smile above all else, you walk in freedom and unshakable purpose. 7. The battle of fighting alone. Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9-12, Hebrews 10 verses 24-25, Exodus 17 verses 8-13. One of the most exhausting battles a believer can face is the battle of isolation, trying to carry spiritual struggles, burdens, or warfare alone. Many Christians fall into this trap because of pride: I don't need help, shame, what will people think if they knew, or independence, I'll handle this myself. But God never designed us to fight alone. Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9-10 says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up." The enemy knows this truth. That's why one of his first tactics is isolation. If he can cut you off from a godly community, he can weaken your faith, exhaust your strength, and silence your testimony. Why God tells us to avoid this battle. Isolation breeds weakness. Proverbs 18 verse 1 warns, "Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire, he breaks out against all sound judgment."